Calls are growing for an independent investigation into the killing of Kimani Gray, an African-American teenager shot to death by New York police officers under disputed circumstances.
And it's about justice, and we are tired of being silenced, and we try to let people know that it's time to speak up, especially when police keep killing people and not being held accountable for their actions.
That could have been my little brother, that could have been my big brother, that could have been my best friend standing right here next to me. That could have been you. That's hurt when there's a little boy, though. That's hurt when you could hear his mother screaming for a little kid.
On March 9th, 16-year-old Kimani Kiki Gray was shot multiple times by plainclothes undercover NYPD officers in the East Flatbush neighborhood of Brooklyn. The police have strongly defended their actions, saying they engaged Gray after he threatened them with a gun. Paul J. Brown, chief police spokesperson, said the teenager produced a revolver and pointed it at the officers, who fired a total of 11 rounds, striking Gray several times. But at least one eyewitness has come forward with a different account.
His hands was up and he was telling them, please stop, please stop. He didn't have a gun, he had his hands up. The only thing they probably found suspicious was him pulling up his pants, because you know the young boys wear their pants below their waist. He was playing with his pants, probably trying to pull it up. If he had a gun on him, which I doubt he had a gun on him, he didn't pull it out.
In the days after the shooting, Brooklyn's East Flatbush neighborhood was the scene of a raucous protest. Heavy police presence, dozens of arrests, and the use of pepper spray against demonstrators. 2 stores were looted, several police officers were injured, and some NYPD squad cars had their windows smashed. Media outlets described the scene as a riot, but some who took part disagree with that characterization. This is a 19-year-old neighborhood resident who did not want to be identified.
It wasn't no riots, it was peaceful protesting. The only reason why they called it a riot, because as we was passing police on the street, we had something to say to them. They trying to block us in, corner us in the streets for a peaceful protest. How you doing that? And then you want to call it a riot when people are saying shit to you, and then you want to start shoving and pushing civilians and call it a riot. That's your own fault. We not shoving it, we not pushing on police. That's stupid. It's not a riot, it's a peaceful protest. The only reason why it's so peaceful today, because we got news camera people and all other types of reporters out here protesting with us.
The officers who shot Gray, Sergeant Murad and Officer Jovenel Cordova, have been put on administrative leave pending an investigation. The city of New York has previously settled lawsuits alleging the same officers with abuse for over $200,000. Gray's funeral was held on March 23rd, and the next day, supporters of Gray marched from the spot he was shot to the local 67th Police Precinct. Many echoed Gray's mother, Carol's, calls for an independent investigation.
I want thorough investigation, a legal, thorough investigation. No smoke screen, no sugar-coated. For Kimani, justice. It's civil rights. Violation of his civil rights as a human being, as a young child, growing up in society of today.
I want to see an investigator, not from the police department, general, inspector, attorney, that oversees the police department, that's not in the governor's pocket, private entity that could bring justice in New York State among the NYPD, who we pay taxes for.
I want to see them 2 cops bring the justice. I want to see them get locked up. There's 5 other federal lawsuits I read about in the paper. They cost the state $215,000 exact. This is crazy. It doesn't take 5 lawsuits to put somebody behind bars. If it was me, if it was anybody in this crowd right now, it would have just took 1 gunshot to put us behind bars. But it takes 5 federal lawsuits to get a whole crowd of people out, and come on.
Once an officer has so many civil rights violations, I don't understand how many more it takes for something like this to come out. I mean, it was only bound to happen, because I think if it would have been addressed and handled differently, this wouldn't have happened.
Many say this incident underscores the need for an independent oversight over the New York Police Department. A tentative deal to create such an oversight body was reached by the New York City Council last week. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg has promised a full and fair investigation into the killing of Gray, but vehemently opposes an independent inspector general over the NYPD.
I could tell you everything that I want to change, but it's never going to change, though. At the end of the day, like the detective in the 71st precinct told me, I'm a cop, I do what I want. You have no say, I do. After that, enough is said after that.
No fix,
Straight.
no case, say you mean. Forever Kiki, to the world. To the world, forever Kiki, you mean. Forever Kiki, man, listen.
Reporting for The Real News, this is Jessel Noor in New York.